Squids, week 9. I was going to say, I knew it was week 9. I got to be confident that it's week 9. Are you muted?
No.
Okay, good. Week 9. It's November 2nd. Mario, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
It's a big, big week.
Huge week.
Chris face at me, I will laugh every single time. So just be prepared for that if you're listening. Does anyone listen to this? I think we get a couple. I can see Dan listening. I know Frank said he's going to listen to this one.
That's good. Frank.
Yeah. How we feeling there? November 2nd. You're sitting up towards the top of the leaderboard. What's the aura going around in the Connor
Aura.
clubhouse right now? There's got to be something in the air.
Yeah, I'll show you the aura right here. That's all I got to say.
It's just everyone in the clubhouse doing that.
Yeah, it's just
Perfect, 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 perfect. Um, Mara, as always, I think we should start off with the power rankings. That's what everyone comes here for.
Yeah.
Did
Let's
the
get
guys
into
go
it.
to your house today?
Get into this. All right. You want to go from top down or bottom up?
You go bottom up always.
At 1 and 7, down one spot. We got Rob.
Oh,
Not much else to say.
the defending champ. He said
Yeah.
this is a rebuild year. They're tanking now. They're looking for that number 1 pick next year. It's a tough scene, but classic Super Bowl hangover. It happens every year. It happens every year.
Yeah. Not looking good for him, and he's not making many moves, and his team's just getting worse. It got
No,
worse.
he's punting. It would be hilarious if McCaffrey came back and he just somehow made the playoffs.
Yeah, you never know because it's not that far off from 8 to
Uh,
2 wins.
he gave away. I mean, Mike Evans did get hurt. I don't know. I was gonna say he gave away like the 3 good players that he had, and then it was just McCaffrey left. So
Never know. Down
11.
spots. It's Gear.
Whoa.
He has less points per game than the person above him, who is 2-6.
Wow.
Um, Gear is 3-5, but still, his team is very reliant on the Colts.
Right.
For
Downward trending, which is not. I mean, his quarterback just got benched.
yeah,
For Joe Flacco, who that's elite. That's an elite quarterback.
so I guess Pittman could get a boost now, but
Yeah,
still,
for sure.
I don't know
But
about
still, it's a dead team. It's a dead team.
Sauce down one spot at 2-6. He's desperate for wins. He's desperate. He needs to set a lineup. Probably got a couple of them, but we know
True.
so.
True. True.
Up 3 spots. Murta bust. Is he the hottest 1-7 team ever?
He deserves a round of applause. I mean, the work that he's done to not only dethrone the dictator in our league, but also just do it with a smile. Just shout out Tom Murtaugh. He's an amazing human being. I love that.
Is this the hottest 1-7 team you ever seen?
Of all time. Of all
Yeah.
time. I've never been afraid of a 1-7 team until I saw what he did last week to Salah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's not a good look for Salah. Bus has nothing to lose. I mean, like you put it all out there. Salah has to defend, and Salah had a retreat. So
Yeah, I mean, it's a classic case of someone with everything to lose versus someone with nothing to lose.
yeah,
And look what happened. He rolled.
yeah, he rolled him.
He rolled.
Um, Remaining at 8 is Rue. 3 straight L's. He needs a win badly. He couldn't scrape one up last 3 weeks. 3-5, but I still think he'll sleek us in the playoffs.
I
Just
say it
how,
every week. It's so weird to see him not be good.
yeah. I don't know his roster off the top of my head, but maybe he's
He's
just
got
unlucky.
CeeDee Lamb and neighbors. That's like the fuel or the engine to his team. CeeDee Lamb just had his first big week last week. Neighbors kind of falling off because the Giants are horrendous.
So yeah, you know,
I don't know. I'd be afraid of that team. He could beat anyone, but he could also lose to anyone because those two guys could just like not have big games, and then you just put up 80 points.
it's hard to say. Up 3 spots, Frank the Tank.
Let's go, Frank.
Big W.
Oh, Frank.
He looks like he's coming up.
Yep.
Tyreek Hill with Tua back could
Yep.
be. Um,
Did Tyreek have a big game last week? I didn't really pay attention to that game. I know HN got a big boost
yeah, HN for Murtaugh. There he
from
is.
Murtaugh. I know. He was in the chat talking, Dennis fleeced me because I traded him HN for Gibbs.
But that puts Frank 3-5. I see Frank as a playoff team now. I really do.
I
Um,
think Tyreek Hill's going to be Tyreek Hill. He can carry to a playoff by himself.
yeah. Down one spot, 6 is Tiso at 5-3. He's averaging about 105 points per game. It's good. It's good. But just not as good as the one above him.
Sure.
Which,
Wait, pause there for a second. You said 3-5, and then we went to 5-3. No 4-4 teams.
no, there's no 4-4 teams.
So there's like a clear divide in this league from
Yeah.
6 down and then 5 up.
No, yeah. These top 6 teams are like they're going to be there. It's these.
Okay. Okay. I'm happy to be in the top 6, but okay, go ahead.
Um. So yeah, Tiso's about 105 points per game. It's good.
That
Not
is good.
great.
That is good. That's solid.
Not as good as the one above him. Dan up one spot at 5-3. About 110 points per game. His team is solid. He knows what he's getting every week. I
Yeah.
don't see big booms though in his team. Like boom, I don't see
Yeah.
that.
Dan's gonna put up the 107, and if you either beat him or you don't.
Yeah.
Like it's not. He's not. I feel like he's not putting up 130s anytime soon.
He needs a little more.
Oh.
Anyway, down 2 spots at 4 is the former Dustbusters and changed his team to Anthony.
Wait, we talked about Tiso. He changed his team name.
What is it now? Oh, the Jeffersons. Sorry, I didn't.
But wait, someone pointed this out, so I put it on the Instagram story just to announce the two new team names, Anthony, and then the Jeffersons. And someone quickly pointed out, how could you be the Jeffersons?
One Jefferson.
One Jefferson. So I'm going to pose that to Tiso. Tiso, please feel free to respond. Sound off in the comments below. What does that mean? Because something's not adding up. I just want to throw that out there before we got off topic here.
So yeah, Anthony down 2 spots, 6-2, 2 straight losses. I mean,
he's panicking. He's panicking.
And this week's not looking much better, honestly.
Who's he have this week? Well, I mean, we'll get into it, but who's he have this week?
I don't. He has Tiso.
Oof. Okay, that's a matchup to watch for, folks.
Not a
matchup to watch for.
Yeah, I don't know. We can look back in the archives, see maybe he played these bottom 6 teams all first 6 weeks, and now he's actually and now he's struggling. But
no, he beat me. He beat me.
Oh, okay. But anyway, at 3, up 1 spot, Team Dust 6-2. His team is hot.
Oh, what do I have to do, man, to get above you in these rankings?
You have to be a better app than Colin Maretti Freety, which is at number 2.
It's impossible. It's impossible.
Top 2 app, making his way up. Yeah, his team's looking good.
Freaked.
Garrett Wilson, wide receiver 1. That's why he was a first-round pick.
Right. He was reaching back like 1-3 like this.
Yeah. So, and at top, domination with Fu, 7-1.
Mm-hmm.
That 1 loss is 2. Freet. That's why 2. That's what Freet said 2. So
Okay.
I beat 1 at 3.
Doing
1 at 1.
Right. Okay. So run it through. Run it from top to bottom quick.
Top bottom, Fu, Freet, Dust, Anthony, Dan, Tiso, Frank, Rue, Bust, Sauce, Gear, and Rob.
That's your rankings for the week. Mara, so we touched on a little bit of some last week matchups. Mainly the one I want to talk about is Tom versus Salah. Considering someone's had to go and that someone was Salah. Let's talk about last week's records. I'll pull up the matchups here and let's talk about our picks from last week.
Yes, picks from last week. Freety versus Gear. Freety took that matchup quite soundly. We both took that. Spades versus Tiso. Spades took that match. We both took Tiso. Dan with the big win against Tiso this week. Last week, sorry. Then we had Fu versus Rue. Fu took that. We both took Fu, so we both get a check there.
Right.
Sauce, Dust took that. We both took Dust. We both get a check there.
Yep.
Salah versus Nut. We both took Nut.
Hell yeah. That's how you know we're sharp. You tune in the show because we're sharp and we know what we're talking about, and that's sharp. That's
3x mortal. 3x mortal. You get 3 checks right there for nut.
I'm mortal nut.
Yes.
Sharp. That's sharp.
3 checks for you right there.
Fuck yeah.
Frank versus Rob. Frank on a get right week took it. I mortaled it. 3 checks right there.
Sharp.
And that put us both 7-1 in the week.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we're in this shit.
Both took Tiso over Dan, and Dan did mess up our perfect bracket. But
Okay. Okay.
that puts me
John
at,
Dan, that's what you gotta do sometimes.
that puts me at 39-16 on the year, 4-2 mortals. Puts you at 35-20, 3-3 on the mortals.
Man, you might be approaching best record in Squid's history. You're on your way. You're on your way.
Okay, so
You're on your way. So just looking back at it, almost every team scored above 100 points.
no, it was a good week.
It
Good
was a
score.
really good week. Semantics, again, we know he's been struggling, so it's like the Panthers, like whatever. And Sauce was the only other under 100-point team, and he put up 98.
Yeah, I mean, competitive week. Let's take a look. Anthony, that with 108. That's uncharacteristic for Ant. It's a good week any other week. Uncharacteristic.
Yeah, you're looking at it here. Wow, and I mean, Murtaugh did it with 7 points from Geno Smith. That's crazy to me. 21 from Mixon, 23 from Achan, 2 from the tight end. I mean, he's good. You got to play defense in this league, Mayor. Defense wins championships in this league.
Yeah.
I mean, Salah put up a decent week. I mean, where was like the major flop on his team? He didn't really have one. Ferguson, I guess, with 4 points, but like that's just what it is. That's just what it is. Great week for Tom. I'm happy for him to get that 0 win off the board.
Yeah.
And it's only up from here now. This team is good. He's got 3 really good running backs. Mixon's going to continue to put up 15. Achan, now that Tua is back, is going to be a weapon. And DeAndre Swift has like quietly been fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. I mean, 18, 18, 19, 26, the last 4 times he's played, 4 of the last 5 weeks. That's all you can really ask for from a guy like that.
And his bench is not too shabby either. Eckler.
He had Puka and he's got Downs. Yeah, this is a good team, man. This is a good team.
I like his team a lot.
Mahomes, I don't know about. Mahomes, arguably droppable to me. It's a very regular quarterback now, but
He's gonna play Mahomes this week because Geno didn't play well. Geno's missing a top weapon this week, DK.
right.
Mahomes will put up 5 points. He needs to drop both of these quarterbacks right now. And
Yeah, pick up Flacco. He's got Downs. Pick up Flacco. Flacco go out there and spin it. What's the
yeah,
worst that can happen? He puts up 13 like these other guys are. Like, who cares?
his biggest question mark is a tight end, but that's everyone's question mark. Berta hit my lineup. I got Hawkinson coming back this week.
Fuck that. I got McBride and I have Njoku. That's 2 like top 5 tight ends right now.
Tom, let me know. Take the white guy in Kincaid or Hawkinson. Hawkinson and Sam. Sam loves his tight ends.
Why don't you give me a call, Murtaugh? We could talk. I won't be mean to you. I won't be mean to you.
I'll show you how. And people forget that this is my Super Bowl pick, and I want him to win. I'll give him the better of the 2 tight ends. He can have his pick.
Oh, so you're gonna cheat? You're gonna cheat? Okay, fine. Whatever. Any other prior week matchups you want to talk about? Look at my pick. You want to talk about picks? Look at my pick. 5 points from the quarterback.
Yeah, domination.
Still put up 134, 25, 26, 15, 10. He didn't even put up a good game, Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, that was. He had 72 yards. I mean, if he gets into the end zone, that's a really good game.
Right, but he didn't.
But that's still a good game. 72
Not a
yards.
bad game, but it's not a good game for Tyreek Hill. This year it is, but
Anyway,
let's go. Let's talk about week 9, man. Let's talk about week 9. We are filming Friday morning. You know what that means.
Saturday
We're
morning.
filming Saturday morning. You know what that means.
Thursday night happened.
Thursday night happened, man. Very sharp of you. So we do have some scores filled in. I'll tell you off top, I'm picking you this week over Rob. Is that a hot take?
No, not at all.
We'll touch on who's played so far, but considering I mentioned you already, Mary, let's start with your game.
Yeah.
Already 25-0 on the board due to Garrett Wilson. One of the coolest catches I've ever seen. That must have been very cool for you.
Oh, I was right. I was right here on this couch where I'm sitting right now.
Yep.
I was literally with my hands in my face, like, fuck this team. I can't stand this fucking team. They stink. Malachi Corley drops the ball at the 1 yard line.
Yep.
Um, Stupid penalties, roughing the kicker,
Oh, it
rough,
was insane. The roughing the kicker was hilarious.
roughing the long snapper. Like,
That's
come on.
what I'm talking about. Yes, yes, yes. The
Yeah,
roughing the center is hilarious to me.
I wanted to jump off a fucking building, bro. I
Yep.
wanted to kill ant with this team. And then
Yep.
also,
Yeah, yeah. Then it's what he comes back with it.
he gets a foot and a shin. A shin is 2 feet.
The shin is 2 feet. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
But 2 feet of the same, two left feet is not 2 feet.
George Pickens taught me that.
Yeah, Pickens, they're going to look at that in the offseason. But for now, we're still back. I'll just touch on this now. We're back.
Back. Super Bowl's back on.
Yeah, L to the Patriots, bad, bro.
So bad. But
But
so we said last show, or you said last show, L to the Patriots means the season's over, and I agreed. L to the Patriots, but
that was the assumption that, like, oh, you're going to get rolled by
right. I thought, okay, so can I talk from a non-biased standpoint?
Yeah, go.
Okay. Coming off of an L to the Patriots, in which the team looked terrible, right? It's not exaggeration. Like the team looked terrible. Now you're at home versus the 5-3 or 6-2 Texans. What were they?
Yeah, they were 6-2, 2-6.
Yeah, and the Jets were -3 at home. And I was like, what is that? Why are they -3 at home? You know what that means, Mar? Hammered them, and I did. And it was easy. It was never a doubt. Garrett Wilson went up. I was like this with him. And he caught it, and I was like, oh.
This is the Jets win.
Yes, Jets. I'm wearing the green to support. Jets. Looking blurry as well. Yep. Boo! Good work. That was easy.
This is the game they win, give us false hope, and the season will be over next week, possibly. Who knows?
No, I love. See, this is again the Giants are the worst team, maybe in the league outside of the Panthers. So I'm out. I'm now looking at other teams just to jump on a bandwagon. The Jets are hilarious to me because it's every week. It's either we're going to win the Super Bowl or we might be the worst team in the league. I love that. I think it's hilarious. I will be paying attention.
Mentally, it's not good for me. But anyway, it's fine.
No, I would hate to be a fan. Like a real fan, I'd hate to be a real fan. But as an outside observer, what a hilarious team. 25-0, Mayor. How do you feel going into this week? You're playing against Semantics. He's down on his luck. This should be an easy one.
This it should be, but we're not going to take anything for granted. We're going to come out here. We're going to score points.
Right.
We're going to see who's good on this team. My bench is not looking good. Got to make some cuts. Got to make some additions. I don't like anyone on my bench. Singletary ass.
Yes.
Cortland Sutton is I don't know, bro. That team is 5-2, but like they don't throw him the ball.
Traded. They're saying he might get traded, which would be big for you.
I would love that.
But the team's not bad. Like he's just not good.
Hawkinson, he's one bad game away from being on the bench. He's almost at that bench. Not Hawkins. Sorry, Kincaid. Kincaid is one bad game away from getting replaced by Hawkinson. I don't care if he's off the ACL. Kincaid has been a disaster for this team.
Yeah, very whatever. I guess the targets, but there's just no catches.
Yeah, that team gets ahead early and then they don't look at him. It's bad.
They run the rock. And now with Cooper in, Coleman coming out, Shakir's great. He's kind of falling down the depth chart. I agree. I would trade him if I were you. Probably a good trade bait. Boy, do I know. I'm just the guy in a green hat. Otherwise, Mary, I feel like you're just trying to get out of here without any injuries, huh? Also,
Yeah.
Kamara projected 17?
Yeah, it's a good matchup. Carolina, bro.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was projected this many points. That's pretty crazy.
I don't even know. He's the number two RB on the season. Oh no, sorry.
Number two.
Yeah.
Number two.
Fucking boy, bro.
No, this is becoming one of your boys, I feel.
He's Ben, bro.
On the Rob side, let's talk about it quick. I mean, he's got Roshan Johnson and who's this, Jalen Wright? Jalen Wright playing. He's just got no running backs. DJ Moore and Wicks. Demario Douglas. This is unfortunately as bad as it gets.
Yeah,
McCaffrey might be able to come save him. He's got Najee Harris on the bench. I don't know. I don't know. I feel bad for Rob, the champ. So I don't feel bad because he just won the championship, but a classic case of a championship hangover. What are you gonna say?
it's disgusting. I'm sorry to say that. It's really bad.
Love you, Rob.
Yeah, Rob.
Let's talk about another matchup, Matt. What are you thinking here?
Um, I'm gonna let's hop right into to wait, let me see who's I'm gonna hop right into Gear versus Frank. Let's do that one.
Sure. Gears got 3 points on the board already. Dalton Schultz. He's got Montgomery. Frank doesn't have a defense in yet. Jonathan Taylor, he's finally benched the quarterbacks, and then you got Tua, Kyron Williams, Jonathan Taylor. Great running back duo has been all year. Waddle should get an uptick now with Tua back. And he's got the stack, which is pretty nice. Ridley, Schultz already played with 3 points. Montgomery, we mentioned. On the Frank side, Jordan Love, who is he going to play? Jordan Love?
I don't know.
Not going to play in week 9. He's banged up. I would recommend probably benching him to get someone else, but I don't know who's out there. I saw Frank making moves this morning. Did he pick up another quarterback? No, he's got Purdy.
You got wee little Matt Lad McConkey on the bench.
He's got Wheelad. Who's been good. Hasn't he had like 2 good weeks in a row? No, just one good week. Just the one good week.
I don't see how
he's playing him.
against Cleveland. It's good defense to pass on
Right.
this season.
Jacobs, which if he doesn't play, he has the backup for. James Cook's great. Tyreek Hill should be kind of back. Shakir's been awesome. Mark Andrews kind of having a renaissance here. Yeah, last 3 weeks he's over 10 points. That's fantastic. Mostert, Elliott, and he's got the Tennessee defense down here. Should be a good game. It should be a good game. Mara, what are you thinking here in terms of a pick?
Um, Frank had a get right week last week, and I think he's going to continue on that hot streak. I'm picking Frank. I like Frank's team. It's looking on the up. It's on the
Yeah,
up.
I agree. I'm going to roll with my pick. This is my guy. Give me Frank to inch back more towards 500. Frank to tank 2021 all day long. All day, especially Sundays.
All right, let's go into Rue versus Sauce.
Sauce already on the board with 18 points out of Devontae Adams, 91 yards and a touchdown. Great
Yeah.
start for Sauce. This is a team that you don't want to play against. On the Sauce side, Dak at Atlanta. That's going to be a shootout. Bijan in that same game. Aaron Jones and Jordan Addison playing versus Indy in the Dome. Should be pretty solid.
Ingram's got a huge tick up in production now.
Who?
Ingram.
Why's that?
They have no wide receivers on the team, bro.
What do you mean?
Ryan Robinson might not play. Christian Kirk.
Ryan Thomas.
Year. What's his name? Gabe Davis is probably not going to play either.
Oh, wow. Okay, so Evan Ingram, wide receiver 1.
Yes.
At a Philly team, which is going to be probably up in the game. You'll be thrown from behind. Maybe a nice game from Evan Ingram. I like Evan Ingram. Devontae Adams, again, already had 18. The bench is the bench. Doesn't matter. On the Rue the Day side, I don't think anyone in the league needs to win more than Rue the Day right now. Joe Burrow, Chase Brown.
Your boy, Chase Brown.
He stinks.
This team stinks right now. I'm not going to lie.
This guy stinks. Oh, no, he doesn't stink. 10, 23, 14, 10, or 12. But then again, this 12 should have been like a 0 because it was all in the last play game. Jonathan Brooks, he's just going to play. Chuba Hubbard's been like pretty fucking good. I don't know. They're probably not going to give this guy the role, but maybe they will. Like I mentioned before, CeeDee Lamb and Malik Neighbors is the engine for this team. He's got Olave as well, coming off getting his brain scrambled. Tyler Kraft, pretty good.
But his bench, bro, oh my God, his team is thin.
He's got Laporta too. Like
He
you
should
making moves. You gotta be making moves here. Like Zay Flowers should be off this team. He's got 3 other receivers that are better, and then you have a guy like Ricky Pearsall. So like you don't need Zay Flowers.
Or Laporta and Kraft. But those could be traded.
Someone should be traded. John, what are you doing here? I have just thought of something now. Did he lose his touch here? This is supposed to be one of the sharper guys in the league, in my opinion.
I don't know what's wrong with John. We don't really hear from him much in the
That's what I'm
chat.
saying. John, just let us know if you're okay. Sound off in the comments below, man. Give them the below.
Maybe
Sound
the
off in the
narrative.
comments below.
Yeah.
If you're okay, just let us know that you're okay. With that said, Mayor, I'm going with Sauce. I'm going with Sauce. I think this Cowboys Falcons game is going to be a trillion points. I think all three of these guys are going to have pretty good games. I'm not afraid of Jonathan Brooks. I'm not afraid of Chase Brown. I don't know. Don't really
You know,
care. Give me Sauce.
you know the expression "broken clock's right 2 times a day."
Yeah.
Someone who doesn't set their lineup every week will be right at least 2 times a year. You know,
Yes. Yes.
he
Yes.
lined up in week 1,
Yep.
and it's gonna work out this week. I'm taking Sauce,
This is the best lineup he's run out all year.
and it's the same one he's been running out, bro.
I know, but this is the best one all year because like they're all actually playing. They're all actually playing. Okay, so we're agreeing on 3 for 3 so far.
Yep.
What's next on your list?
So I want to go to these are really 3 good matchups.
Yes,
This is
we have
this is Sunday night, Monday night.
Dustin Nutt, Anthony the Jeffersons, and Dust versus Marvinger.
Man, I want to save Nut for last because that is my fucking boy. I want to say I'm gonna go for you versus Dust.
Okay,
I mean,
sure.
you got flexed out,
Yep.
but like this would be Sunday night.
Yeah, no, this was a Sunday game, but we got flexed out for sure. We're now the 425 game of the week.
Yeah.
Already going. Fulvio had the Jets defense. 16 points is a huge plus. I had Fairbairn. He went 2 for 4. My God, watching that game, I felt like I got punched in the stomach every time this guy ran out there. He hit the post twice, right?
No, he just missed the first field goal. It was
Oh,
like a
no, the
long
first
one.
one he just whiffed.
It was like a 57. It was long,
Yeah,
bro.
whiff.
Okay. Bro, the funniest part was when they were in the red zone and they fucking they make it, but they roughed the center.
Yes, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I was screaming at my TV, but they ended up kicking a field goal after that, and he picked me up right. I was so mad. I was in a group chat with Connor, Altamira, and then Steph Scarpa. We all have Fairbairn on our team. You would have thought like the Giants were playing and Jones just threw a pick. How angry we were in that chat. Give me like, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? And what are the Jets doing? Roughing the center. I was so mad. I was so mad. This could have been. I mean, if he made the 57-yard in the beginning, this could have been like a 15-point performance from this guy.
Yo, that was hilarious because it was calculated. They didn't. Now they missed the field goal, and we get the ball. It was fun.
It was no, yes. Was it you that said that? It was like, oh, chestnut checkers or something.
Yeah.
Very funny. So Fluger's got a decent jump on me already. To talk to the teams quickly, right? Murray on the road, or I'm sorry, Murray at home versus the Bears, tough matchup. Dobbins going to Cleveland, tough matchup. Gibbs going to Green Bay, division game, tough matchup. Same for St. Brown. He's probably going to get Jair Alexander. If you noticed that I'm not happy about this week already, Keon Coleman versus Miami, best pass defense in the league. McBride, whatever. You see I'm rolling out 12 personnel here?
Wow.
You like
Yeah.
that?
The year of like the worst tight ends ever, and you run out 2 tight ends. This must be. Let me see your bench. Who you have by?
I'm
No
benching
one?
Javonte Williams, and I'm scared to play Charles Tillman still.
I mean, Tillman's been
Good. I'm playing the long game here, okay? I'm thinking I'm already in a good spot to make the playoffs. We're not talking about seeding in my opinion.
uh-huh.
I have a couple guys on my bench, Tillman, Worthy, Jennings, that I want to see where we stack up towards the end of the season. Javonte Williams to me is a dead player. I don't care. He's an emergency running back if I need him. He scores like 8 points every time. Whatever. And Smith and Jigba, I feel like should be a good player. He just doesn't do anything.
Wide receiver 34 in the season.
He gets targets. And like just nothing happens. I don't know. Like this week he should be an auto play, right? No DK Metcalf. Tyler Lockett's a trillion years old, and I don't even feel like I should be playing him for some reason. I don't even know why.
Like he should be rostered. Oh, he should be rostered, but
He should be rostered, but like I don't know. The guy that I wanted to play was Tillman, but I'm gonna go with Njoku. I just think he's a better receiving threat at this point, more consistent, and it's Jameis. I love Jameis. We're rolling out 12 personnel. I was thinking about changing my name to put team dust in parentheses 12, but I don't
Yeah.
know if there's ball knowers in this league that would know what I mean.
Uh,
Um,
because we have 10 minutes left. We have
oh
three
my
matches.
God. Okay, yeah, you're right. Lamar, Nick Chubb, Hubbard, who apparently is not going to play. Jonathan Brooks, I don't know. Maserati Marv, Brian Thomas. You said he's not going to play. I hope he doesn't
I
play.
don't think he was supposed to be out 2 to 4 weeks with like a rib injury, but now he's like
Mhm.
questionable to play.
Got
I
it.
think he sits out a week. I think he sits out a week. Um,
Take one on the flex. And then 16 points. I'll be honest. I want to take Fu here just because I want to win, like the pick. I do think Fulvio wins this week,
you got to pick yourself, bro.
but I'm going to pick myself. The real pick is Fu, but on the record, it will be myself.
All right, I'm picking.
Congratulations to win, Fu. 8-1. That's very impressive, Fulvio. Good job. Go ahead, Mayor.
Picking Fu. Man, he got good running backs. He got a few people on bye or like injury, but I think you had a chance this week. Kittle on bye, which is huge for you.
Yeah.
Willie on suspension, good for you.
Mm-hmm.
You have a chance, but I see Fu squeaking this out. And you have 16
Yeah.
points from a defense. That's
Yeah. I was hoping. I really needed the Jets to get like smashed.
if we did this matchup before Thursday night, I might have won you.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
All right, next matchup.
So we'll go with Fu. The next one, let's go with Anthony versus the Jeffersons.
Yeah, I like that.
Two team names, two new team names. I don't like either. We'll start with Anthony. Shark Vacuum, Derrick Henry, Kareem Hunt, Jamar Chase. He's playing Slayton this week. Who's out for him? Pickens is out. Samuel's out. He's got the San Francisco defense on his bench. That's interesting. Um, James Conner, Jimmy Brooms,
His team looks solid. It's solid, but then you look on the other side. Kenny
Jaden
Walker.
Daniels, Kenny Walks and Tutties, Brian Robinson's been awesome. Jettas, Cup, McLaurin, Bowers. This team is ridiculous. This team is ridiculous. Um, I'm going with the Jeffersons. I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going with the Jeffersons. I think it's just a better team.
Me too. I loved Kareem Hunt this week. I do love Derrick Henry. But I'm picking out of
Oh, I thought he had the crown on.
not to say like a bias, but like I want to see Anthony lose. I have no like reason to see it, but I don't know. I think I want to see him lose.
Okay, we're just actively preying on Anthony's downfall.
Yeah.
Anthony, I'll be back on the train if you just change your team name to something that's a team name.
Another thing about Salah that he had like the Dustbusters and he named all those people like Jimmy Brooms and the
Yeah,
vacuum.
yeah. He should play until here.
And the funny thing is that he like scrapped it after 2 losses. He scrapped
Yeah.
it.
He
No
beat
faith.
and then lost 2 in a row.
I don't think he has faith in his own team, so why should I pick him?
He does seem like he's panicking. Salah, sound off in the comments below if you're panicking or not, because we feel like you're panicking. Anything else here, Mar? We're going with the Jeffersons.
I'm picking the Jeffersons.
Okay. Last matchup, Monday Night Football. Spade of Spades going to busting nut, the hottest team in the league.
Oh yeah.
Spade of Spades already had Brees Hall go, one of his better players, only 8 points. It's a tough scene. On the other side, Joe Mixon went, arguably his RB3, right? Is that a crazy thing to say? Achan and Swift are over him in the rankings. He put up 16. The projections say he's going to win by 14 points.
Yeah, I could see it win by more, bro. Honestly,
I mean, we got to go with busting nut, right? I mean, Baker's going to be in a shootout. He's been great all year. Pollard, Mooney.
I like Mooney.
I do too. Devonta Smith, Tyrone Tracy's been awesome. They're going to run all over that team. I just don't know if that's going to be a win. I could see them playing from behind.
I just want to say something really quick. After on Tuesday or after the game that Tracy went off, the Giants last week.
Yeah.
You know, he put him on the trade block, and I was like, I need a running back. So I sent out a trade. I send out Garrett Wilson and like a bench RB for Tyrone and T Higgins, which like I think it was a solid offer.
Oh my God. I would have snapped.
And I had it out for like an hour and maybe 2 hours. I don't think he even saw it. I took it back. I said,
God. Wow. Okay.
I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I can't do that to my boy that early, that quick over for Tyrone. Higgins is questionable, but I think it was a solid trade.
No, that definitely is a solid offer.
You would have snapped in what direction? Taking
If you
Garrett.
would have offered that to me and I was getting Garrett Wilson, I would have snapped it. I
So
would have, just because this team, I'm very weird about this Bengals team. I wouldn't really want anyone on it beside Jamar Chase. T. Higgins is a great player.
So Dan, in the comments below, did you see that trade or was it not out there long enough? Because then I was like thinking, like I sent it out. I was like, yo, that sounds good. Garrett's kind of like, I think, gonna be faded out, but not really. But I think he's gonna be good. I think he has a lot of trade potential in his name still. I was like, I
Yes.
think RB and a wide receiver for him. And then I'm like, yo, fuck this, bro. It's my fucking boy. Comes out and does that for me. After he heard the rumors of him being traded, he showed out.
Yep.
He's not going anywhere unless you have to give me. You got to push all into the.
It could be the greatest sell high of all time, man, if you have it in the Stones.
I don't know if I have it in the Stones. I need an offer. I need people to come to me. I don't think I can actively push them out. You know.
You can definitely get a guy like this guy, maybe.
I don't think so. I don't think so. But I would love to.
No.
You,
I definitely could, considering this is in the lineup. I mean, Jacoby Myers isn't terrible, but in my opinion, if I'm busting nut, mixing Swift, Garrett Wilson, I would feel a little bit better than mixing HN Myers. But who am I? Just a man in a green hat, like I said before. Mara, that is every matchup from the week, right? We missing?
who you're picking?
I picked bust.
Oh, you picked Bust.
I picked bust.
Oh shit. We go back really quick. Let me see Dan's lineup one last. Fuck.
Yeah, Mayfield, Hall, Pollard, Mooney, Smith, Kelsey, Tracy, Aubrey.
I mean, I don't. I wouldn't like. I'm not being like. I'm going to be shocked if Dan wins this matchup. He should win this
No.
matchup.
Yeah,
But
not at all.
I think Tom's team is the hottest team in the league right now. Even though he has 1 win, he is hot.
This is another one, like we said about my matchup. If we picked this before Thursday, I probably would have picked Dan.
I would pick that.
But now seeing that Brees Hall only put up 8 and Mixon put up 16, I'm going with busting on.
Me too. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Yeah, that's just what it is. We got 2.5 minutes yet. 2.5 minutes left.
Need a mortal.
Mortal locks. Mara, you want to go first? You want to tell us who we've picked so far so I know who I can pick?
I picked Tom, Rue, Dan, Foo, Sauce, and Frank.
Okay.
So what? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That only leaves 2 people to pick from. Me and someone who's not me. So I'm picking me.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
You have picked Foo, yourself, Rue, Sauce, Frank, and Nut. That leaves
You?
me and probably Pooch. I don't think anyone picked Pooch.
I'm picking you. We'll take mortal locks. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Let's go, freaked. Let's go, freaked. All right, that is the show. Mara, we got 1 minute and 43 left. What do you want to talk about for 1.5 minutes?
Rizzler was at the Ranger game last night. Are the Rangers
That's
playing?
huge. On that note, I think I told you this last night, but did you see the MLB post?
You mentioned it. I didn't look.
I'll mention it again. The MLB posted after the World Series ended, like a look who came out, like the stars came out for the World Series, and it was a picture. It was a 4-pane picture, and it was Patrick Mahomes. It was Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. It was LeBron, and then it was the Rizzler. Might be my favorite Instagram post in the last 5 months. I was laughing out loud as that came across my feed. He's on like a world tour right now.
Bro.
At the game last night, like you said, and like they just pan to it, and he's like Black Panther, and then he cuts in. I mean,
let the kid live. Bro, he's 7 years old. Who knows what's in store for him? My boy might be. He might be a deep tackle in 10 years. Who knows?
Frank the Tank. Someone tweeted, "What's the Rizzler going to be doing in 10 years?" And Frank the Tank said, "Hopefully losing weight like I am." That's a great tweet. That's why I have Twitter. Mar, we're about to get ended here. Give us the Riz face on the way out. Good luck this week, Squids.
Look.
I'll see you, Indiana -6.5, mortal lock. Deuces.